Hey, this is me building an AI automation business in public. That way you guys can follow along and ask me any questions about how I'm doing it. Maybe you can grow your own stuff too. Now, the way these normally go is I answer questions from you guys in the comments below these videos. Then I cover my YouTube channel growth for 2 seconds. Then I jump into some live strategy so that you can see what I'm doing in the day-to-day to actually grow the thing. So let's jump over here to the comments on the last couple of videos. All right, from Max R3K, teach us some marketing mind control, please. Honestly, the best thing for that I think goes a little bit more in depth is I would recommend two books. One is Influence by Robert Cialdini. The second one is Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. And then if you want a little bonus one, I think it's called 100 Ways to Get to Yes. Yes, here it is. Yes, 50 scientifically proven ways to get to yes and be persuasive. These three by Cialdini are like the best starting off points. They cover all the principles of persuasion and psychology. So you can see right here the psychology of persuasion, and that is a great place to start. If you want, I can just look up the principles for you really quick. Cialdini, right here. So we got reciprocity, commitment and consistency, social proof, liking, authority, and scarcity. Now, in the second book, he goes over unity, which is basically like a little bonus one. Reciprocity simply means if you do something for somebody, they're more likely to be inclined to do something back. So the way this is used in marketing is typically by giving away like a valuable lead magnet, something that provides real value up front. They're more likely to do business with you in the future. The second one, commitment and consistency, is once you have identified with a certain character trait or behavior, you are likely to kind of double down on that in the future. In the book, they cover this by getting a small donation from a group of people going door to door. Then once they do that, they put a sign in their front yard basically saying, hey, we're the type of people that donate. Then when they go back for a second round, the people that have publicly identified with being the type of person that donates to charity are way more likely to donate a larger sum on that second visit. So the way I've used this is in some video sales letters, I have ascribed some positive characteristics to the potential client watching it. And then I can leverage those later in the sales conversation so that they stay consistent with that built up identity and kind of leverage that to get them to buy whatever I'm selling. So like you're the type of person who works hard and is willing to invest in themselves. And so later on, if they have an objection around price in the sales conversation, and say, well, Robert, we already talked about how you're the type of person who invests in themselves. So what's really getting in the way here? And then you can kind of bypass that objection, get a little deeper into why they think it might not work for them. Social proof is pretty standard. It's very persuasive if you can have some social proof around your product or service. The best kind would be, maybe not the best, but a very good kind would be a video of somebody who looks exactly like the potential buyer. So let's say I have a video reviewing a product. So I am a 22-year-old male who looks like this, like Caucasian, straight white male. That would be a lot more powerful if another 22-year-old straight white male watched that testimonial saying how well it worked. And then it would lose a little bit of that punch if, let's say, a 50-year-old female watched that testimonial. So with social proof, if you can gather as many as possible and as many variations on the avatar itself, then you can really nail that down and be super persuasive with it. So in a business context, if you've identified your ideal customer profile, you really want to hyper focus on getting testimonials from each ICP, ideal customer profile. That way, when people are in the buying cycle and they're a little bit hesitant, you can send them a video who looks, sounds, and acts exactly like them, and we're in their same spot, and they can see that they've succeeded with the product, and that kind of pushes them over the edge. Liking, I'm not 100% on this one, I kind of forget, but I believe that's just if you like the person, you're more likely to do the thing. That's why it's very common in ads to have like young females in them, because they just convert better. Like I know in the gym space, for certain, that having a young fit female converts better for men and for women. So that's just people want to buy from people that they like. Authority would be kind of like ethos, and so that is giving people the reason they should listen to you on the subject, whether you have like a doctorate or you've built $1 million business or $100 million business. That gives you authority, and people are more likely to buy from you. It's like how if you're getting stock advice from your friend down the street, you might not listen even if he tells you to invest in the S&P 500. But if you see a video of Warren Buffett saying the exact same thing, you might get pushed over the edge to make that decision. It's the same advice, but coming from two vastly different positions of authority. And then scarcity is basically if people believe that there's a limited supply of something, they're more inclined to get it. That doesn't always work. Of course, it has to be a product that they actually care about in the first place. But that is another very easy thing to leverage, is scarcity or implied scarcity. Unity, I believe, is when you can get people to identify in a group, you can basically have a massive amount of influence over that group. I don't know a ton about unity in the way that it's described in the book, but it's kind of like that group think mentality. So yeah, I would definitely give those three a read or a listen, or better yet, do both at the same time, and then you'll start knocking it out of the park. All right, we got my day one right here, sending me a heart. I love you. Here we go. Said you're looking great with your poofy hair, Hans. I appreciate that. If you watch yesterday's video, it was like right post shower, and I didn't put any hair product in, so my hair was looking a little bit massive. Here we go. We got two little confettis. Thank you. And then from Dr. Dushofi. Great stuff, mate. Keep going. Hey, man, I appreciate you a lot. That means a lot. Awesome. All right, so now let's jump into channel growth. We're at 113 subscribers. So let's punch that in. 113. It is the 17th of July. All right, so we grew by 2. It's 1.8% growth. Pretty cool. Awesome. Tapered down a little bit from the 14th. We had a pretty good jump there. 6. 6 and then 2, 1, 2, but that keeps us in our averages, so I can't complain there. Looks like we also hit 300 views on the channel, so that's pretty awesome. Love you guys so much. All right, business strategy time. Today, I had a sales call with a prospect about the cold email system that I am selling. If you are not familiar, you can check yesterday's video. We kind of cover that. Basically, I set out a cold email campaign selling people on AI cold email, so pretty meta there. And today I had a sales conversation with a business owner that owns a marketing agency, or actually I believe he's a partner in the business. I think he's a co-founder. But that went fairly well. I'm going to do a multiple call close on that. Today was more of a discovery call just to see if they're in a position in the business where it even makes sense to work with us. And from everything we talked about, it sounds like it could be a great fit. The founder or the co-founder used to get a lot of inbound lead flow from, I guess it would be outbound lead flow from their network. But the issue that they're facing is their network is starting to age out. A lot of people are retiring and or just aren't interested in the services that they're selling. So now their lead flow is beginning to dry up. They've tried cold email in the past, but it was just kind of cookie cutter, copy paste cold email, just adjusting that first line with that customization, like saying, hey, John, instead of just hey. So being able to fill that in with their name right there. And so what I explained basically is it sounds like we could help, but this is worth another conversation just to dive deeper into the business itself and see if we can make a real difference together. So that was that sales conversation today. I did record that, and I think I'm going to combine that with the second one and upload it to the channel just so you guys can see kind of a live demonstration of a sales call. It was a very consultative sale, so I'm not really a hard seller. I want to make sure that basically I can drive revenue in the business, and if I can, let's knock it out of the park together, and I just want to be compensated on a portion of the upside that I generate. It's kind of a no-brainer offer. So yeah. that is all for today. I'm going to be putting more work into the new cold email campaign, getting all those personalized icebreakers ready, and I will see y'all